Hi there, welcome back to another quick and easy watercolor painting. I'm Rod Bergeron, and today we're going to be looking at something that's perhaps a little winter-like. And I'm going to put some Payne's Gray in here. You see I wet that top third of that page. And we're going to basically just leave that like that. We're going to take a little bit of red here, just a minor bit of red, and introduce it into that, and we're just going to let that bleed. Okay. Don't let it do too much more than that. We're going to put a little bit of yellow into this to get a little bit of a orangey kind of a glow going in there. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take our wet brush and we're going to pick up a little bit more Payne's Gray, and we're just going to streak it across there real quickly. And don't do any more than that, okay? I'm gonna take this brush now. I'm not gonna clean it off. Okay, I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna be our far background back there. And we're gonna make a little bit of a swoop down here. And again, we're just letting that all bleed off to wherever it is it's gonna go to, okay? Rinse your brush off. And we're gonna pick up some yellow ochre a little bit more intensely. We're going to drag that yellow ochre down across here like that. And now we're not going to rinse this brush off again. We're going to pick up some sienna and just a swoop of sienna across there. See all these little spots where there's some white showing through? Don't touch those too much. Those are going to turn out great for us. A little bit more sienna across there. And I think I'm going to pick up a little bit more intense yellow ochre across there. And those of you that have seen me before know I have this number 1 watercolor brush, and I've sharpened one end of it. We're just going to drag that through and create some brush for ourselves. Just like that. That's fantastic. Now you see how this has started to all blend together, and it's giving us that little bit of a sunset thing going on in there. That's exactly what we're going for. Okay, so we're going to take this brush and we're going to wet this all across here. Okay, so we're just going to wet this, and then we're going to swoop this back in this direction, just like that. Don't do any more than that to it. Pick up a little bit more red paint and just drop it in there like that, and just let that all bleed together. Don't worry about where it's going to go to. Don't try to steer it around. And a little bit of yellow into that, and just let it bleed. Okay, that's exactly what we're going for right there. Don't do any more to it than that. Now I'm going to get I rinsed my brush out really well, and I've knocked most of the water off it, and I'm going to pick up some more Payne's Gray. Okay, so this is quite a bit of Payne's Gray, and we're going to touch it across there. Now we're going to use those little piles of Payne's Gray to make some trees for ourselves, okay? So we're going to try to make some long linear trees coming out of that Payne's Gray. Those little puddles are going to become branches for us. And we're just going to drag it through and lift off at the end, okay? Drag it through the Payne's Gray and then lift off. Drag it through the Payne's Gray and then lift off. And just keep doing it until you build up as many little branches as you want in your painting. You see I'm making long linear strokes, and then I'm lifting off, okay? And if you want it to be a little bit more intense, you just take your brush, you touch it back to the Payne's Gray, you touch it back into those spots, okay? And then you drag it up through there again. Okay, and you can keep doing that and keep building up your branches. You can see I'm starting to tear the page there a little bit, but that's okay. It'll just give us a little bit of visual interest. All right, that's all pretty cool. Last little thing, I got some salt. I'm just going to drop some salt across a couple of places here and there, wherever I think I want a little bit more visual interest. Like that. And that's it. All right, let's let this dry and see what we get. All right, let's have a look at this. This turned out pretty cool. Look at this sky with the Payne's gray split, the blue split out of the Payne's gray, and then this red area here that we have, and then the reflection of it here in the water or on the snow or whatever it is that you want that to be. And this line of trees way back in the far background, that turned out fabulous. And then all this along here, look what the salt has done, like where I sprinkled that salt in these few places along here. Wow, that's really turned out super, super well. And then our scribe lines into our combination of sienna and yellow ochre. And then our scribe lines coming out of this Payne's gray to make all those trees. That's all turned out super fabulous. What happens when we put our mat on here? Bam. Yeah, that turned out really well. I'm really, really happy with that. I think that turned out great. All right, I'd love to know what you think of it. Let me know in the comment section. As always, if you're currently a subscriber, thank you very much. And if you're not currently a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. I'd love to know where you're from. If you could drop me a line in the comment section and let me know where you're from, I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again next time. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. See you again.